Hey everybody, I come to you today with a new project car. I've sort of hinted online in various comments I've made on other people's channels what I was looking to buy, and today I was able to do that. I have the saddest 1990 Miata in all of San Diego, but it won't be for long. It's a 1990 1.6, and I believe it has the B package, which came with power windows, air conditioning, cruise. This car is super oxidized, super dirty, and it definitely needs some TLC, but it's got the alloy daisies, fairly new Falcon tires. This front bumper is covered in Plastidip, which that'll be coming off. The previous owner said there was a bra on it, and so it was all scratched up. So that's not a problem. I'll be peeling that off and repainting it. This car has its fair share of dings and dents on it, and definitely the paint has seen better days. As you can see from the back, I picked up a set of taillights because this right taillight it's faded all weird, and the left one's got a crack in it. So I have those already. I got those on Craigslist. But as you can see, I mean, this car is just super oxidized. Interior looks like mostly original. It's got the classic cracked vinyl on the driver's seat. So I'll either pick up some covers or I'll pick up a couple seats on Craigslist. The seat itself definitely has some wear on it, but other than being dirty, I mean, the car runs really well and it drives even better. Needs some brakes. The rotors are pulsating, so not a huge priority, but something I'm definitely going to do. So the car has 190,067 miles on it. Here in Southern California, these cars kind of come in two varieties. They come either super pristine, one owner with like 40,000 miles, or they come like this, pretty ratty. And I was originally looking for an NB Miata, but the more I looked at those things, the only ones I could find were total basket cases, and they needed as much work, except they were thousands more than I paid for this. So all in all, I'm not going to say I stole this thing, but I guess I'm pretty happy with the price I paid. It was $1,500, which is about as cheap as you can get one of these that runs. Current registration, past smog, and you know, generally a decent driver. But as you can see, I mean, there's so much oxidation on this car, and for the most part that's all going to come off. Many of you may remember the 91 Wrangler when I bought it and the state that thing was in, and as you can see, I mean, this thing, you know, cleaned up really well. All it took was money and some elbow grease, which is definitely what I'm looking to do with this thing. So here in the engine compartment, you can see this thing is pretty dirty, but everything's here. Original fenders. This car does have air conditioning. The air conditioning does not work. The compressor kicks on. I'm not too awful worried about it. It is so hard to find an NA Miata with working air conditioning. Plus it's a convertible, and I live in San Diego, so it's not too bad. But I mean, this thing is just dirty. Maybe a few leaks here and there, but that's to be expected. This will all clean up. maybe a valve cover gasket, but that's no big deal. Did that on the Prelude, did it on the Wrangler. But all this is heavy oxidation. Can't wait to get rid of it. I have no idea why these mirrors are black, but I'm gonna paint them red to match the car. As far as paint goes, unfortunately this quarter panel is the worst part because it's been repainted before, 2-stage, and the clears all come off. So I'm gonna end up doing what I did with the Prelude, and I'm gonna prep it. I'm gonna end up rattle canning it, and I was very happy with the way that turned out. Same with the wheels. They're gonna get cleaned and painted, and probably like phase 2 for this thing, I'm gonna do probably a suspension, some coilovers, probably some different wheels and tires. But for right now, it's gonna be just a nice, you know, leisurely project. No hurry to do anything. No dash lights. Still has a factory airbag. The airbag light is not on. The leather on the steering wheel has seen better days, but steering wheels, I can pick up a used one for maybe 75 bucks that's in better shape. I like the factory airbag, so I'm not interested in swapping that out. But it's just really dirty. The tombstone on this car is for the wrong year of car, and I've already tracked one down for this 1990, so I'll be throwing that in when I get it. You know, carpet's kind of faded. I can spray that. I can clean it and spray it black, and it'll be fine. Oh, the top. I'll go ahead and put the top up. Top is going to need to be replaced. It's ripped right there. It's not leaking right now, but I'm going to go ahead and replace this top. You know, for like 160 bucks, new on Craigslist, I'll just buy a new one. Stick it in there. The belt moldings are pretty bad, but I'll go ahead and work with these. Maybe if I can find some used ones. But like I did on the Prelude, I'll just scrape all the stuff off and repaint it. Again, just dirty. One of the first things I'm going to do after I clean it is I'm going to go ahead and replace the tail lights. And here are the 2 tail lights I picked up. One is polished out, the other one still needs to be polished. It's a little hazy, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and throw those on there probably tonight. Show you inside the trunk. Came with the top, the convertible boot, spare tire. The battery is not too old. There's no dents in the quarter panel, so it's been secured. Like I said, this quarter, the paint, the rear bumper, that'll be easy. This rear finish panel, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna take these emblems off and I'm gonna spray this. But you can see that tail light's broken, it's cracked, and this one is faded really weird. So I was lucky to find that set of used ones. The exhaust on the car, I don't know what it is. It's got this goofy exhaust tip, which is just a bolt-on, and that's coming off ASAP. I don't know about the muffler, but that looks really stupid, so that's not staying on there. So I'll just pull that off and just run with whatever's there for now. So, but I mean, the inside of it, original paint. It's got all the original body panels from what I could tell, so that's a good thing. So there you have it. $1,500 worth of project car. I mean, I can't go wrong on this thing. It's never going to be worth a fortune, but I can put some elbow grease into this, some used parts. I won't lose any money on it. But in the meantime, this thing drives really well. I mean, I was just super amazed at how well this thing drove. So I'll put a stereo in it, and for the most part, I'm gonna restore this thing back to, the way it was when it left the factory in 1990. And this is definitely an early model. Oh, I should mention, I've got a bunch of receipts for the car. The guy I bought it from told me the lady that he bought it from a few years ago told him the motor was rebuilt or replaced at around 100,000 miles. I'm assuming probably there was a catastrophic failure with the 1.6 being an early model. I don't know. I don't have any evidence of that, but it sure runs really well, and I'm not going to worry about that. So for right now, that's going to be it. So stay tuned. First step, I'm going to throw in these taillights and I'm going to start cleaning this. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the flip side. Hope that you can subscribe. Let me know what you think of this. And if you're interested, I know there's a lot of guys out there interested in Miata projects, so please subscribe. I'm going to have a lot of videos on this.
Oh, come on, damn it! Oh, that sounds good.